Hey there, welcome to the Credit Card News live stream. I'm Cal Barton. Hope everybody's having a great evening. You know, we lost an hour. It's really a shame, right? Lost an hour this weekend. So, Danny, thank you. Thank you for the super chat or the super sticker. I really appreciate you. How's everybody doing today? All right, let's get started. So, here's our first story. There's the Abound Credit Union has a new platinum card. And so a little bit about Abound. It's a federal credit union that is the 190th largest credit union here in the US. With this new card, you're gonna get 5% cash back on gas, and that's unlimited. All right. You got a rotating bonus categories, and that has a $2,000 limit per 3 months or per quarter. You get and then for the rest of your purchases, you're gonna have 1% cash back on all of those other purchases. The cashback rewards can be sent to your card automatically. I'm guessing as like a statement credit. And they advertise a credit limit of up to $25,000. And you know, one thing you have to really monitor is that a lot of credit unions like Navy Federal, they don't allow just anybody to apply. So what happens is that with Navy Federal in particular, you have to be affiliated with the Department of Defense, or you have to be a military contractor. You have to be some way, shape, or form connected to the military. With this credit union, anybody can apply. So I think this is going to be good for a gas card. Obviously, you're going to get 5% back unlimited. That's great. I think there's only the PNC Bank. PNC has a card that has 4% cash back on gas purchases. And then you can also use a City Custom Cash card to get 5% back, but that's just going to be in that one category. And there's going to be a $500 spending limit per month. So this has the ability to have unlimited spending, and it's 5% on gas purchases. Now they also have a rotating category system similar to the Discover It card, similar to the Freedom Flex card, but this one's a little gimped because so far they're only advertising it as being something for this year, for 2022. And so there's no word on whether this is going to be sticking around. This might just be an introductory offer. And I really don't like those because you don't know what to expect from year to year. It could come, it could go. So the value of the card could be significantly reduced on, you know, the second year. And the way I think about credit cards is a long-term play, a long-term strategy. It's not just for the first year. It's not just for the first 3 months. So I want to know the type of award system I will be getting. Oh, Mr. Low Key Dan, what's up? Hi, welcome to the stream. So you're saying the Costco card also has 4% cash back on gas. Okay. Yeah, it's a Costco Visa. And you know, my only problem with that card is that from what I've researched previously, they don't let you redeem every month. I believe you have to wait once a year. Is that correct? That's a problem I have with that card, is that they don't allow you to redeem but like one time a year. But that's correct, man. Thank you for that. Here's another thing though. With the as you can see, the rotating categories here, you get 5% back health and fitness, travel. Travel is going to be big, especially, and that's a really opportune time to have that as a category, April to June. That's pretty good because those are going to be some warm months. You get streaming, phone, cable, internet service. and Amazon purchases, awesome. Because guess what? You're going to be making huge amounts of purchases at Amazon's website for the holiday season. So that's great. Another big thing about this card is that it has automation built right in. A lot of cards have, you have to initiate or trigger some sort of action to redeem the rewards. So the thing I like about cards like the SoFi card and it's seemingly this Abound credit union card is that it allows you to redeem automatically. So you can just use the card at your leisure and they'll send you the rewards when it's ready for you. So I really like that because you're not going to forget about them. You're going to immediately be able to turn around and put those rewards to use. So automation is amazing. I think that's where the credit card industry is heading overall. And I love to see that. And also, I like that they clearly state the maximum limit. A lot of cards you have to, I make a lot of videos about this. You have to go and search and you have to go get data points and you have to, you have to see what people are saying about it and what their experiences are. And right here, it tells you right out the gate, maximum limit is 25,000. So there's no sort of fuzzy math going on, trying to figure it out, let you know up front. And we all love high limits. And then also the best thing is that it's fully open to the general public. I know, Danny, you can attest to this, is that you want to be in Navy Federal, but the problem is they don't let everybody in. I can't get in. I know a lot of you most likely can't get into Navy Federal. So that's a good thing about this card. I'm interested in this and I might be trying to apply for that this year. So we got the second story here. This is I didn't know about this until today. This is the Curve all-in-one card and it's now available in the US. Now it's only for, people that have signed up on the wait list. But this is the deal with this card. The Curve card is an all-in-one card that aggregates multiple payment cards through its accompanying mobile app. It is a MasterCard and it runs as a credit card, even though it is a debit card. If you paid with the wrong card, you can move transactions from one card to another up to 30 days after the transaction was made. Simply tap the transaction you want to move, click Go Back in Time. You can set up a backup card in case for any reason your primary card is declined. So, this is going to be great for people juggling, multiple cards. I know I have 20 plus cards. I only actively use maybe 5 of them, but it would be great to have some one central card to manage because, to have access, basically having access to 5 different reward systems all at once. And that go back in time feature, I believe that's going to be a big selling point. If it works as advertised, that will give you the ability to basically look at all your transactions and say, you know what? I used the wrong card. I selected the wrong card for that transaction. I want to do that over again. And I think they allow you one chance opportunity to do that. And that's going to be that could be a really lucrative, value. That's going to be a good use case for that card. Also, it's going to allow you to lighten up your wallet. So, many times we have a ton of cards. I wish I had my wallet here, but a lot of us have really thick wallets. Some people are keeping 5, 6, 7 cards in their wallet. What if you only had to keep one? You had access to all your cards in one. It's like a 1-card wallet. That would be amazing. I know I've had to choose. I'm trying to meet sign-up bonuses with my US Bank Cash Plus card. Well, I have to take another card out to make room for that. If I could just load it up, if I could just consolidate all my cards into one, that's something I'd really be into. And so one thing I thought about is, what if the Curve card automatically charged the correct purchases to your pre-selected card. So it went one step further. I might actually be willing to pay annual fee for that. And they do charge annual fees. The fee structure, you know, most of the main features that you want to have with this card are going to be accessible on the free tier, but they do have two more tiers. I believe it's $10 and $15 per month. But if you could just load up all of your cards into one, and then you just swipe it, make transactions, and you pre-selected where you would earn the best rewards at for whatever card, or you could, you know, or maybe it automatically knew the best rewards breakdown for each card. That would be sensational. You know, it would cut all the legwork, all the, you know, the work that we do trying to figure out how to maximize rewards. So I'm also interested in this. I want to see how this plays out. It could break down. It could be some, you know, a business model. It could be a card that that's a non-starter. There might be some fatal flaw with this, but I'm really open-minded on this one. Nino, what's up, man? How you doing? Sensei, what's going on? So you saying you couldn't get into NFCU? Heard they give huge limits. Yes, they do. They do give huge limits. I went with a Discover card first. I heard they're the second best in giving high limits out. You know, that's interesting. You know, I haven't had that experience myself. I have come across a few people that had a really good size limit, but I don't think Discover is known for high limits. I haven't seen that across, you know, in the industry. I haven't seen that in the general public. But Discover's great though. It's good to get started there. They offer, you know, an upgrade path from their secured Discover It card. I think after 6 to 8 months, they reevaluate you and then upgrade you to the standard unsecured card. And every month you can apply for a credit limit increase. So it's great in that sense. Low-key Dan, I wonder how transactions post. Does Curve handle the transaction themselves and then charge your corresponding card? Yeah, from what I've read, I believe they handle it themselves because they actually tout a feature that allows you to bypass foreign transaction fees. So I believe they're handling the transaction themselves and then passing it off in some way on the back end to your credit card issuer, because they allow you to bypass those 3% foreign transaction fees that, you know, that come along with most cards today. All right, so I just want to continue here. So there was this story that was really interesting to me, and it was talking about the credit card, the most like unknown aspects of using credit cards, or the tips and tricks of the credit card industry and how it works. And I pulled a few out that I thought were really interesting. The first one here is credit reports versus credit scores. Your credit report consists of a list of transactions that have affected your credit worthiness. That includes bill payments and loan applications, plus more. Credit bureaus, on the other hand, collect and analyze all that information and assign a grade. The result is your credit score. Overall, this score is a good indicator of how well you manage your finances. So one thing I've noticed is that there's a lot of confusion around why you're approved or denied for a credit card application or for a credit limit increase. And it can involve both, or either are of the score and the report. So you could meet the credit score requirement and miss the report requirement. And so there's a general idea of, for example, a Chase card that requires a very good to excellent credit score of around a 700, but you could be over 700. You could have like a 750 or 800 score, but still be denied for that chase card because you're over their 524 rule. And that means that you have more than five or more hard credit pulls or hard inquiries on your credit report, and they don't accept that. So there's a lot more to accepting you for these increases and for the cards than just the score. And I think that's a misnomer that a lot of people don't really understand. So, and that's something that I want to go further into and break down, because every credit card company is going to have slightly different risk tolerances, and those risk tolerances change from seemingly from month to month or from quarter to quarter. So, and they also have different requirements for the amount of credit inquiries they allow, and they're going to have different on the back end. They're going to have a different set of requirements from bank to bank, and that won't, it won't involve the credit score by itself. And so the next story here, the next part is your credit score is based on 5 factors. That's going to be 35% your payment history, 30% credit utilization, 15% length of credit history, 10% inquiries and new credit, and then another 10% diversification of credit. And that means the credit portfolio, and that's beneficial to credit scores because it shows your ability to manage different types of credit successfully. And one thing that I've learned to do is focus on the top 2, and those are payment history and credit utilization. That comprises 65% of your score. And I think it's really important to focus on what's affecting your score the most. And that's why I always start at payment history and credit utilization. And so I think a lot of people I've noticed, like to go to length of credit history. They're worried about their older cards, canceling those cards because it's going to, severely damage the average age of their credit history. And they're really concerned about inquiries, and you should be, but inquiries can fall off, so you're just given some time. Another thing is interest rates on credit cards can fluctuate. Federally chartered banks, which are the top 10 credit card issuers, are free to charge as much interest as they want, since they do not need to follow state laws that limit rates. The Card Act of the Credit Card Accountability, Responsibility, and Disclosure Act protects your interest rates only for the first year or 6 months if it's a teaser rate. Furthermore, you lose the protection if you're 60 days late with a payment. So, one thing that you should know is that no matter what card you have, if it's a fixed rate, that rate can change. They can give you a notice and say, hey, you have 15 days or 45 days notice. We're changing how this card works. We're changing the specifics of this card, and they can change your rate on you. So that's another thing here. All right, Nino, you're saying, have you canceled or closed any credit cards in your arsenal? I closed one this week. It was the PayPal MasterCard, 2%. That was a good card. I can't add the card to my Apple Pay wallet. It's a disagreement between them. So you canceled it because you could not add it to your wallet on Apple Pay. I have that card too. So let's see. I've canceled the city. It's not the city. I have the city custom cash. I think it was a Capital One. It was the dining specific card. It gives you 4% back on dining and entertainment. Can you name that for me? Let me try this out. Yes, Danny. Yes, the Saver one. Thank you. Exactly right. Yeah, I canceled the Saver one. I canceled the Saver card because I initially signed up for it. You know, it was a metal card. It had but it had a $99 annual fee. And so once that came around, I asked them to waive it. They refused. I asked them to downgrade the card to the Saver one card, and they said we can't do that. So that's when I canceled it. And yeah, I think it was a good move. You know, I'm a no annual fee guy, so that was the right thing for me. But yeah, that was the card I canceled. Now, and I actually did lose another card, but that was due to inactivity. That was the Discover It card. And I should have just made a small purchase on it to keep it active, but you know, I just kind of let it fall by the wayside. You're saying you use so Nino, you use PayPal Key, so it doesn't make sense having PayPal credit card. Okay, I think I might cancel the Apple Card too. You get 1% using the physical card. That's true. You only get 1% back using the physical card. You know, it's just you know, it's kind of built right into the Apple Card scheme to just use Apple Pay, and you're getting 2%. I consider it a 2% card because the amount of places that you're able to use Apple Pay is so abundant at this point. If you want to go grocery shopping, if you want to get gas, you can pretty much use it anywhere. But are you just cleaning house now? Is that what's happening? You're canceling cards? I know that you have other large limit cards like through Navy Federal, correct? Yeah, I agree with Danny. Don't close that Apple card. You should keep that. You never know. If you want to buy some Apple products, it's another metal card to have in your wallet. Or not in your wallet. Actually, you're gonna keep that. They want you to keep the Apple card on display. That's what it's really for. All right, Sensei, you're saying, can I increase my credit score if I have a collection on my credit? I don't. Yeah, I think I'm not. I just want to preface this by saying my lane is not in, you know, credit card repair. So that's not my specialty. But obviously, paying your bill on time and using credit cards in general is going to improve your credit. Know a little bit about that, but I don't think there's ever a situation where you cannot improve your credit. The collection is obviously hurting your report, but making on-time payments month in and month out will improve your credit. All right, so here's another tip right here. Here's another thing that people don't know about cars is that everything is negotiable. You can ask for a lower APR. You can change your due date so it works better for your cash flow, and even request that you can request that a late payment be removed from your issuer's report to the credit bureaus. You don't always get what you ask for, but you know, asking doesn't hurt. You can always ask. Many cards allow you to pick a due date already. So usually even within the app or on the website, you can already pick a due date. And they kind of give that to you at your discretion. You can change it wherever you want to. Also, you can get late payments refunded and lower APRs. I know with the SoFi card, after 12 on-time payments, they lower your APR by 1% automatically. And I believe with the Discover It card, if you call in, I know their customer service is really good about retention offers. And I believe you can get an APR lowered or get a promotional 0% APR with them. So it's definitely worth asking if that's important to you. So the overall theme of this tip is that you get what you negotiate in life. Everything is negotiable. Even when there's a rule saying, hey, everything's final here. It's not really. There's always somebody who can make a decision. Here's another tip. You want to be a deadbeat. And so this is terminology that I wasn't truly familiar with until maybe 6 months ago. But when you're responsible with your credit card and you don't carry a balance, they aren't making money off of you. And you're considered a deadbeat because you're not giving any money. I mean, you don't have to give money to your credit card issuer. So basically they're saying you're not a profitable customer or card holder. But here's the thing, they still make money from interchange fees and from annual fees. So even if you pay your statement, your billing statement every month, and they don't charge you any interest and they don't charge you any late fees, they're still gonna make money every time you transact. Because guess what? Those interchange fees are 1 to 3%, and those charges come from the merchant that you're buying from. And if you have a card like the Platinum, the American Express Platinum card, you're paying $6.95 per year off the top. So even if you don't get charged any other fees, you're still paying that exorbitant annual fee. So the huge thing about the credit card industry and the banks involved is that they figured out how to be ultra profitable. They just take money from each side, and that's why they stay in business. Here's another tip. Think twice before canceling your credit cards. And this, I guess, Nino, this is kind of for you, but I don't think this really applies too much because you have a high total available limit. But reducing your available credit may also impact your credit utilization, your utilization rate. And so your utilization rate is basically what percentage of your total available limit you're using for transactions. And that's, so if you're using, let's say $1,000 per month, but you have a total available credit limit of $10,000. Well, now you have a 10% credit utilization rate, and that's still really good. But if you lower that available credit limit by canceling a card, and that brings it down to, $5,000, now you're using a lot more, much higher percentage of your available credit. So closing a card will generally lower your utilization rate, which means it'll raise your utilization rate, which means your credit score will suffer. Closing one of your oldest cards will reduce the average age of your credit history, which will adversely affect your credit score as well. So if you close it, I would recommend closing a card only if you have an annual fee, or maybe you have the benefits to that card were cut. So say, for example, you have the Amex Platinum card and they changed the statement credits up on you, so you don't have the airline credit or some of the other credits that you were getting great value from, and they just cut those. Now the card is not serving you well. It's not a card that you can utilize and actually get value from. So in that situation, you want to cut ties with that card. And also, these cards affect the second and third portions of your credit score. So they're affecting your payment history. I'm sorry, they're affecting your credit utilization and the average age of your credit. That's 45% of your credit score. So if you're not careful and you already have a low, available limit, and you cancel a significant portion of that, then your credit score could suffer, immediately. So you really want to pay attention to that. And, something I always tell people, and this is what I think about myself, is you want to think long-term before applying, and you don't want to, just go for a sign-up bonus. Just because it has a $200 or $300 sign-up bonus, you don't want to just look at that. That's the cherry on top. But you want to be able to use a card long-term and see yourself getting value from that 2 to 5 years down the line, because you don't want to go back and canceling cards And, you know, you don't want to have to do that, because every time you sign up for a card, that eliminates another card that you might want. You may want to get into the Chase trifecta, but if you use it for the wrong card, you use that credit inquiry, now you just pushed out the time frame of when you can acquire that Chase card, because now you have too many hard inquiries on your report. All right, Nino, I see you have so you're practicing minimalism. Nino's practicing minimalism. Lots of cards with overlapping categories, and have too many 1.5 and 2%. Trying to streamline my cards. Having only premium cards. Okay, I can understand that. You know, me personally, I would just sock drawer them. You know, I would just put them, and I put them in, you know, put them in a binder like this. Just put them in a binder. That's where I keep all my cards at. And I just, if I need it, go back to it, but I'll just keep them open. I like having the available credit, and also there's no annual fee. But here's the next tip that a lot of people don't know is, you were acquired by a credit card company for around $80. According to a report by the Database Marketing Institute, credit card companies spend on average $80 in marketing and administrative costs for every new customer. As long as a customer keeps their cards, credit card companies are fine, but customers return on average $120 per year. However, if you don't use the card, the issuer will lose $80. So I strongly believe the average rate is higher than $120 per year. I don't really see a world where a credit card company is earning only $120 on a customer. I think they might have, that might be a tenth of what they actually earn. And if you look at the cost of the bonuses, sometimes they're offering $200 to $300 bonuses just from the gate. And then they're offering introductory bonus rewards rates. If you look at the Chase Freedom Unlimited and Chase Freedom Flex card, you're getting what, 5% back in gas or grocery. So it costs money to offer all those incentives. But and then you have referral programs also. Here's another tip. Majority of lenders use FICO scores when making decisions. So in 90% of cases, lenders consider your FICO score when making loans. Recently, the big three joined forces to create the Vantage score, which is a FICO competitor. Free apps like Credit Karma give you only the Vantage score. And so a lot of people are confused by why the score that they're given when they're denied for a credit card, why it's lower than the score that they got from Credit Karma. And the reason for that is it's a whole different scoring model. And so most people are seeing their Vantage score. And I believe you can get your FICO score from some of the banking apps like Discover supplies it, Capital One does. You can go within the app and find that. But even then, I noticed they're not giving you the most updated scoring model, because they have the FICO 8, 9, and 10. I believe 10 is the latest FICO score. And with those apps, you're getting FICO 8 or 9, I believe. So credit card issuers might pay to keep you. And this is basically retention offers. It's possible the card issuer will offer you an incentive to entice you to keep your account if you call to say you are considering canceling the card due to the annual fee or rewards not working for you. The issuer may even waive or reduce your annual fee or offer statement credits or bonus points. So these retention offers are more generous at some issuers, while they are rare at others. Also, card issuers are more likely to try and keep cardholders who regularly use their cards. Obviously, you're more profitable if you use your cards. And, majority of people are paying interest. I know you guys aren't, but in addition to that, the transaction fees that they charge to the merchants are making it profitable for them. So it's possible for you to get statement credits. You can have annual fees waived. I know for many cards like the Amex Platinum, again, I've seen many reports of people getting statement credits because people are complaining that they didn't get much value out of it during, the lockdowns, or they can't see themselves using it more. So you can get statement credits. You can get, sometimes cards will let you waive an annual fee. Like if it has like a $95 annual fee, you can call in before that hits your account, and you can see if they will actually waive it. So you can get 2 years free, or you get 1 year free. Also, they give a promotional APR. So Discover, like I mentioned earlier, if you call into them, it's possible that they'll give you a 0% APR promotional rate for a year. So it's always worth checking in with your credit card issuer to see if they'll give you a better deal, or if you see a promotional rate that they're offering new customers, they might be able to apply that to you. So here's another tip. There's something called a small balance credit card waiver. And so with many credit cards, if the balance on your statement is small, usually 99 cents or less, the bank will forgive it. It's too small to ask you to pay. Usually it shows up on the bill as a credit adjustment or something similar to that. So I actually ran across someone who left a small like $1 balance on their card. I think it was Capital One, because they were upset with how their Quicksilver card wasn't getting a limit increase. And so they'll pay everything off but $1 on the card, and they'll let Capital One actually pay for that. So I get, $12 a year is what they're saving, and just kind of sticking it to them. But this is something that a lot of people don't know about. Cinemanis, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Welcome. Hope you're having a good weekend. Cinemanis, you're saying, I just started the Charles Schwab $101 starter kit for deposit $50 in. You started on Thursday, so I should be expecting to receive, okay, over $100 on Monday. Nice. I like that. Cinemanis, you always stay on the latest sign up offers. I'm gonna have to. I got my first sign up offer. I told you back in November for the digital federal credit union gave me $100 for making 5 transactions. That felt great because I felt like I didn't do anything, and it didn't require any sort of direct deposit, which a lot of accounts do. That's good, man. I want to know, how much did you earn last year by doing these sorts of sign up bonus, these sign up bonus deals? I want to know. You're saying, I don't mind closing a card because it stays in your FICO credit history for 7 to 10 years. Listen, that could be another tip right there. I don't think it's conventional wisdom. I don't think a lot of people know that. And I've seen that reported before. So thank you for telling me, mentioning it here. So it doesn't have an immediate effect on your credit report and your credit score. That's good to know. So people should really be a lot kind of, they should be willing to cancel their cards if it doesn't benefit them. Basically what's going on here. Let me bring that back up. So for 7 to 10 years, your credit history those cards that you already canceled will remain on your report. That's a really key tip. That's a gem right there. I like it. So I want to know, has anybody been accepted, been approved for a brand new card, or has anybody been, have they gotten a credit limit increase? I want to know, because that's been a strong focus of the channel lately. Cinemanus, you're saying the reason why I'm so enthusiastic about these bonuses are because I'm in the garden with a ton of inquiries. Also because I'm over 40 minutes late. How much longer is the stream going? Well, I have the end of the general content here, but I wanted to answer questions and everything. I would say about 15 minutes. All right, Danny, you're saying you recently received your new Amex Blue Cash every day. Nice, man. And that's going to be good for grocery purchases. Is that correct? Grocery and gas? So you got the $200 intro bonus there, I'm sure. So you have a limit of $6,000 per year at supermarkets. That's for your grocery category. And you're in 2% back on gas stations. Is that a thing? The Amex cashback trifecta? This is the first time I've heard that. That's good. Are you gonna go for the gold? The platinum or the gold? John, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. You just got the Chase Business Unlimited, but don't really know business thing I can buy with it to try to get the 750 entry offer. Let me copy that. But Danny, you say, nah, those cars are too expensive. They are expensive. They're too expensive for me too. You know, I've got to listen. I respect everyone who, you know, travels a lot and can get a good value out of those cars. But when I see the annual fee, I start sweating. I can't take the pressure. I need to know that at the end of the year, I'm not going to be on the hook for anything. Jorge, what's up, man? Welcome. Welcome back. All right, DJ Bruce Wayne, how you doing? You just obtained your 60K intro bonus offer from the Sapphire Preferred card, but I have to wait up to 8 weeks. Okay. It's that long? for it to post. It's 8 weeks. That seems a bit long. But good, listen. Congrats on that. All right, Nino's saying, I just paid my annual fee for Amex Blue Cash Preferred. It really hurts when the annual fee comes around, but it's worth the perks and I received all year long. Okay. Listen, if it can be, if there were perks that greatly kind of outsized what I was paying for the card, then, you know, if there were perks that were more in line with how I spend, so let me change this real quick. If there were perks more in line with how I spend on the card, how I transact, then I think I would be more open to it. But usually with these travel cards, it's just so focused on travel. And I don't, at this point in my life, I'm not traveling that much. And also we had the lockdown for a couple years, which makes it less valuable in my eyes. There's a lot of restrictions around some of these travel cards when it comes to using the statement credits, because there's all this, you know, all this paragraphs of text that tell you exactly how you can and can't, hours of operation, things of that nature. You know, the lounge access is limited to 3 hours before your flight, and you can't go to the lounge after you get to your destination. So for those reasons, I'm not big on those cards. It's just hard for me to get value from it. But I won't discourage anyone else from using them. Or are you saying, what are your thoughts on the $0 fee Spark Select Business Credit Card? I haven't looked into that card. Let me check it out actually. Spark free. I'll have to do some research on that. I actually, you know, before I do that, I've actually seen, I polled you guys and I asked if you were interested. I'm sorry, on a previous live stream, I asked if you're interested in business cards. I think overwhelmingly, most of you said no. But listen, let me know. I'll post another poll. Who's interested in business cards? Because I definitely will look into it. Just give me a sec. I'm going to post a poll real quick. You guys let me know. Poll's going up now. Danny, really streaming services? You make a lot of, is that a joke? How these streaming services like $10 a piece? I'm surprised that you're making anything on the streaming services. Kamar, thank you. You said the Chase bonus points will show up at the end of your billing cycle. All right. Good tip there. You know what, Bruce Wayne, I've been hearing the same thing. Amex has really good customer service. They're like #1 every year from JD Power for their customer service. And I think Discover is right behind them. But yeah, I don't personally call into customer service, but I think I've been undervaluing that aspect of you know, owning a credit card, is that you definitely want to call in and know that you're going to be taken care of. Or if you know, if you're thinking about canceling a card, you're going to get a pretty good, retention offer. All right. Oh, you say, yes, I'm interested. I see. Listen, I got 10 votes in. 70% say yes. Business cards. I'll have to look into that, guys. Thank you for letting me know. Valencia, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. Amex goes above and beyond. All right. That's just like I've been hearing that so often. I've been seeing that in the comment section for sure. So Nino, you're saying Navy Federal, Amex, Apple, Discover have awesome customer service. Yep, I would have to say that's. I'm not sure about. I haven't seen people talking about Apple's customer service. I have seen them in the awards for like a mid-sized credit card issuer that they have great customer service, but I haven't seen people really talking about them in that way. But listen, that's good. You're having a great experience with them. Oh, wow. All right, so we have 12 votes on the poll here. You're interested in business cards. I might, listen, I'll have to look into the Spark. Is the Spark a card that I should look into first? I haven't covered that much here on the channel. I haven't covered actually at all on the channel, any business cards. Also, who's into the credit unions? I know Danny, you told me time and time again that credit unions are, they're a huge deal, and I want to cover more of them. I'm not sure where to go with, what the next credit union, or if I should just double, triple down on Navy Federal and PenFed. Jorge, you're saying the Spark Select is the best available business card since it has no fees. Nice. Listen, I love a no annual fee card for sure. So that's a huge plus for me. Huge plus. All right. This Cisco, welcome to the stream, man. So Capital One Silver with an annual fee, been with the card for 1.5 years, always on time, called to see if I can product change, but was told no, offer for me right now. How long until I can change? All right, so you probably have the Capital One Quicksilver one card. Okay, the one card. I would say, yeah, I'm not sure when you'll be eligible. You have to check back with customer service I haven't seen a time frame on that. Usually the credit card issuers work in 6-month lengths. And so when it comes to like signing up for a secured card and being allowed to graduate, it usually happens within 6 months. So I would say if they deny you today, wait maybe 6 months to, you know, call customer service and see if they will approve you then. And see, here's the thing with Capital One, you know, I talked about this in a recent video. They have a system called bucketing. And so it really depends on what your credit report and score was when you first sign up for the card. And that's going to make a determination of what you're capable of doing with that specific card that they approved you for. So a lot of people have been having issues with being just bucketed into, even when their credit report has drastically increased, they're still having an issue getting approved for credit limit increases and new cars with them. So you might have to, it might not be, it might be some time before that happens, but I would wait 6 months. Cinemanis, yes, I have to go back. I did see your comments are posting. Oh, and Nino, you're saying people don't get enough of Navy Federal content. Definitely do a vid on them. Okay, listen, I've seen quite a bit, maybe because I'm actually searching for Navy Federal all the time and searching for all these issues, but I see them. But listen, I believe you. I'm gonna go with that. All right, yo, Danny said I'm envying you because you have you're with Navy Federal. Yes, I'm a little bit too. I don't even know why. Like I see those high limits, I'm like, I just want one account with a limit, you know, above 20,000, because I don't have that right now. My highest limit is with the Capital One Quicksilver at $15,000. All right, Cineman, you're saying, okay, guys, here are my bonuses for 2021. Chase checking, $225. Amex Cabbage, $300. Freedom Flex, $20,000 Ultimate Rewards points. I don't even know how to say that name. Monify, $275. And finally, my biggest ever, Tasty Works. That sounds like a cupcake bakery, right? Tasty Works, $500 for a grand total of $1,500. Dude, you got, that's amazing. Listen. That's fantastic, dude. Cinemanis, you're killing it. I'm gonna have to go back through the comments and like analyze what you just said to go back and see what I can use myself, because I need some of that money. I need some of that. Valencia, you're saying go on about your business. Capital One be tripping. Yeah, they do be tripping. Yes, they hard. I know there was a lot. Listen, there was a lot of you know, a lot of negative comments. I didn't realize how, you know, how bad, you know, they kind of jaded people with their business practices. And me, I have very limited experience with, you know, personal experience with Capital One, because I have one card with them, and the first card I got was my highest limit. So it was definitely discouraging to see that, but they're definitely having issues with their credit card customers. I think they need to do a better job, or they need to do a job in general of communicating that this is their system, and that, listen, we're going to offer you a card and you're not going to be able to grow with this card. If they just let people know, I think that would clear up a lot of the issue. Angel, what's up? Discover and Capital One business cards report to personal credit reports. Listen, that's a big tip, I believe. A lot of people believe that your business card is separate from your personal. So that's a good thing to know. That's a really good thing to know. It affects, so if you have a Capital One business card, it will report to the personal side of the your personal credit report. Mike Mill, what's up? The credit cards that Rumley come in the mail, are they real? I've never heard of Rumley. Has anybody heard of Rumley? I have to look that up real quick. I'm gonna search it right now. I'll come back to it. About to clear that up. I'm not sure what that is, Roomly. Sensei, so you heard the Capital One sucks at giving high credit card limits. Yeah, they do. Here's the thing with Capital One, if you, for example, the new Venture X card, that gives really high limits out the gate. The starting limits go from $10,000, $20,000 to $30,000 out the gate, but you need excellent credit to even get approved for that card. If you come to Capital One with a bad credit score and a so-so credit report, they're going to put you in one of those, lower mid-tier buckets, and you're not going to grow. They're going to throw you $100, or maybe a $500 credit limit increase, and you're going to max out, around $3,000 to $5,000. So in that case, it's bad. So it's like a two-class system. If you come in with a bad score, they're going to put you in a bucket. If you come with a great score, they're going to give you the world. I got a $15,000 limit with the Quicksilver card, and a lot of people are getting even higher limits, double that with the new Venture X card. Darren, man, welcome back. It's good to have you, man. It's good to see you here. So do you like Capital One's business cards? You know what? I'm gonna have to break into the business cards. I have given them no attention. So I will be, after the stream, I'll be looking into those business cards. I don't really have an opinion on them right now. Yeah, Jorge. Yeah, that's an interesting little quirk with the card. I know with the Quicksilver in the past, I'm not sure how it is now. It could come as a Visa or a MasterCard, and you didn't have any sort of say so in which one you got. So I believe I have a MasterCard version, a World Elite. But yeah, it'd be nice to be able to choose. TK, you love Navy Federal. Listen, if you love them, I love them. I'll be covering them in the future. All right, Johnny Hunter, what's up, man? Big bro, what's the fastest and most reliable way to remove my hard inquiries without having to file a fraud report and going that way? So Johnny, I don't specialize in credit repair. So yeah, I don't think I can answer that question. I'm more focused. Here's the thing, and I'll try to come back to that. The focus of my channel is to, look into the strategies behind getting, credit limit increases and getting approved for cards, based on what the credit card issuer is requiring. And so if you come into an application with a good to excellent score, I'm the guy that's going to kind of show you the processes that the credit card issuer wants to see to approve you. For example, a lot of issuers like to see a lot of transactions per month. They want to see high spending and high usage on their credit card to give you higher limits. Another thing they like to see is specific time frames. They like you to wait 3 months, 6 months, and so on, depending on the credit card issuer, to approve you for a limit increase. So those are the things that I'm focused on, but I wish I could help you. But I will say from personal experience, Johnny, I wasn't able to remove my hard inquiries years ago. I just had to give it time. And that's what I did. I set up my credit cards on auto pay, and just over the course of, a few years, maybe 1, 2, 3 years, it slowly crept up to a point where I started getting approved for, things like the Chase Freedom Unlimited card. And so I actually just gave it time. Alex Rodriguez, welcome, man. Should I close a bucketed card? Yeah, I think that if you have other cards that are more valuable to you, that for sure that you're not going to miss that, the rewards that come along with that bucketed card, yeah, go ahead and cancel it. And as Nina was saying earlier, that card is going to stay on your report for 7 to 10 years. So you don't really have to worry about it affecting your average age of credit history. So knowing that that card is not going to grow for you, you're not going to get a $5,000 or $10,000 limit on it, it's probably best that you close it. Jorge, you saying does SoFi cell phone protection also earn 2% back? Well, if you pay, listen, to get the cell phone protection, you have to pay your credit card bill with it. So you do earn 2% back on those credit card bills that you pay with the SoFi card. All right, Nino, you are kind of blasting Capital One here. The only thing good about Capital One is their 360 savings and checking account and loans. Other than that, when it comes to credit cards, you're running away. You're running. Listen, I think if I was into travel, I think the Venture X looks pretty good. But I have to agree with you. The Quicksilver card is behind the times. I think when the Quicksilver card launched like 10 years ago, it was great because it was like one of the first or the first card on the market to offer 1.5% back across all categories. Now 2% cards are the norm. So they need to make that more competitive. Maybe they need to go 2.5%. Now that would be a game changer. A 2.5% cashback card on every category with no foreign transaction fees. But yeah, I think, listen, you're right there. Jorge, what is the Capital One's auto navigator? I'm not sure. I haven't seen that. Let's see. I'm not sure what that is. But guys, listen. Yes, Bruce Wayne, Capital One, listen to your customers. You need to be more competitive on with your credit cards, and you need to give limit increases. Yes, I agree. Especially that really burns people, and I can understand why. You're like, I'm performing well, I'm paying on time, you know, my credit score is increasing, I'm doing it well, and you're still not rewarding me with higher limits. I'm getting denied every time. Or even if you do get an increase, it's only $100. That's outrageous. Yo, Jorge, thank you. Thank you, man. Yes, 3,000 subs. We're working on 4,000. And I want to thank you guys for helping me, for tuning in, and I hope I'm providing you value here. That's my goal. One thing I'm going to be doing in the future is covering some business cards, and I'm going to go back to Navy Federal because that's what you guys told me. So I want to have everyone have a great night. It was really good to hang out with you guys tonight. Next Sunday, 7 p.m. I do this every week, and you're welcome to join. So I want everybody to have a great night.